crazy how time flies when I wonder if the path is in the right direction. But I do believe things come to light by accident when it remains on. Sounds like it's meant to be.
Wake up, mistakes made when things fall apart. Read up, what matters at the end is how you left them all. Read up, fire in my soul, fire in my heart. Till you see on the other side of stars.
Oh, the journey starts from where we do first step. No one's sure what lies ahead before them breath. Roads may be rough and tough, but we will meet somewhere.
Nothing easy, get up and go, get it go.
Sometimes this journey is about the chase, all about the destination of the world. No matter how far, how you go, how long can it last? This journey when there's a beginning, there's an ending too. As we go, we come across many predicaments. Feel like lies beneath colors of love that's excellent. The pictures fade away, beauty will remain the same.
Stop living dead when your heart's beating still. No slowing down for me, I'm never gonna chill. Every low phase of riding like a trail. I pass by the roads but outshine.
Only time will tell the money to the thief. Longer we wait, may it be this way to keep. Standing by for instance, scouting its defense.
Nothing easy, get up and go, get it go.
Only from the heart one reaches to the sky. Ups and downs it goes for years of making each other right. As you go, believe in the faith in yourself.
Hello. How we doing? How we doing? Ignore that. Ignore that. There you go. All right. Hello. How are you doing?
I woke up at 3:30 a.m.
How are you doing, Major Thompson? How you doing? Get this turned down a little bit. That's good. Happy to hear that. I think audio sounds good. I think we're looking good. My chat isn't working. Why? Why is my chat not working? Huh? Oh. Huh? Hold on. Oh. Already added. Strange. Indeed. Disactivate all these. I have no clue. Not at all. Sure. Okay, anyway. Oh, Lucy, welcome back. I'm doing great. I have spent the past hour trying to make a new chat system work, and it just doesn't work. What's up with that? Anyway, I don't know. That's crazy. See, you think, oh, it just works. No, it just doesn't work like that. Hold on. It just doesn't work like that. Like at all. And it worked. What? Fantastic. Welcome. All right. I don't know if it's going to continue working. Whatever. We're here. All right. So we are talking about 3. I didn't save it. Welcome, welcome. Consistency. Did I spell that right? I forgot to update this. I was sitting there in my chair. I was like falling asleep while trying to put this stuff together. Aha! Fantastic. All right. All right. So we got three stories, not three stories, but three things we're going to be talking about today. The whole thing we're going to be talking about is consistency. And I'm just going to be talking through some of my thoughts on consistency and why I can't just be as consistent as I want. So, first off, taking a step back, this is a couple years back. By a couple years back, I mean, it's probably about 10 years back. 10 years? How old am I? 5 years. At some point in the recent past, I got a PlayStation for Christmas. Now, this was my first PlayStation 4. And on the PlayStation 4, the first game I wanted to play on the PlayStation 4 was Final Fantasy 14. Now, Final Fantasy 14 was is a MMO. It's a pretty big MMO in the massively multiplayer online space. And Final Fantasy 14 was one of the few at the time MMOs that was on a console. Now, I always wanted to play it, but I couldn't because my computer just wasn't good enough. And so getting a PlayStation and finally being able to play it. Oh, you're the imposter. All right. That's fantastic. It's not working. Is it working? Can I see it this way? Anyway. So not being able to play Final Fantasy 14 on my computer, I was pretty upset. But getting it on the PlayStation was pretty exciting. And so I thought, okay, this is going to be great. I'm going to be able to download this game and just play it. It's going to be great. Absolutely fantastic. We're going to have so much fun. Now, instead of actually having fun and playing the game, I ran into a little problem. When I tried to download the game, I actually couldn't, because Final Fantasy 14, for some strange reason. Oh, all right. We're just spamming that in chat. All right. Taking that off. You lose your rights. You lost your rights. All right. You get a timeout. You get like 10-second timeout. Jeez. Anyway. So, where was I? These people. Marker, what are you putting in the chat? What are those? I don't know what you're doing. You have fun. Have fun. Sorry. Yeah. Behave yourself. I'm telling a story. Behave yourself. Anyway, so I was on Christmas Day trying to download Final Fantasy 14. And I was having a ton of fun. I was able to look through the PlayStation Marketplace, go through all the... they did a gun? That's great. I'm so happy for them. Anyway, I went through the PlayStation Marketplace. I downloaded Final Fantasy 14. Strangely enough, though, when you download Final Fantasy 14 on the PlayStation, you don't actually download the game directly. You download the launcher for the game like you would on the computer. If you've ever played like a type of game where you have to download the launcher, and through the launcher you can then launch the game. Something similar to that. I would say something similar to MapleStory, Nexon, the Nexon launcher, the Blizzard launcher, if you're familiar with those things. And so they make you download this launcher, and it just so happens that in the process of forgot to hit record. Anyway, it just so happens that in the process of downloading this and trying to play the game, I ran into an error. Now, this was a very strange error because I actually couldn't figure out how to fix it. It was a network error. It was very, it was such a niche error that I actually couldn't find anybody online talking about it. And so I spent probably 8 to 9 hours on a Christmas day trying to just download Final Fantasy 14. I look like I'm in VR because I am in VR. I am in VR. So I spent 8 to 9 hours trying to download this one singular game. I am in VR. Bam, got me. So after all this time, I started doing more and more digging. Yes, it was awful. I started doing some digging, and I had to go back literally years. At the time of when I was doing it, I found a, I think, 5+ year old forum post on this random forum, and somebody had the exact same problem I did. All right. And what they basically said to do is I had to create the problem was my internet. For one reason or another, the PlayStation being connected to the internet and my PlayStation connected to the Final Fantasy 14 servers, it just wasn't working. So I essentially had to download the game on another Wi-Fi source. I should play a game on VR. Okay, I'm not actually on VR. I was joking. I have like a software that I'm running to make myself look like, you know, you can see my, you know, you know. Anyway, so what I basically had to do is I had to connect my PlayStation to my laptop through an Ethernet cord. What was it? No. Okay, so I had to connect an Ethernet cord to my laptop. I had to make my laptop a Wi-Fi hotspot, which basically creates a brand new Wi-Fi source. And once I created that new Wi-Fi source, I then connect the PlayStation to the Wi-Fi source that is made from the connection from the Ethernet to my laptop. And that is how I actually had to download the game. It's just like a complete workaround from my actual internet. All this to say, I typically am very consistent. When I run into a problem, I usually want to just fix it. And I usually just don't give up. Especially when I'm hunting after a solution to a problem, I just need to fix it. It looks like anime. I am anime. I am anime. Did you ever think about that? I usually just don't give up when I'm trying to solve a problem. This specific problem, by the end of the night, I was basically just sitting there. I was basically at the point where I was just like crying because I just couldn't figure it out. Incredibly frustrating. But when I did figure it out and I did get through it, it was very satisfying. I'll say that. I didn't really play much Final Fantasy 14, but that was fun. Would I do it again? No, but it was fun. Anyway, all this to say, I usually try to be very consistent with stuff. I try to be very, if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. I usually don't give up. Generally. But sometimes I will. And I question why I, and like other people, have such a problem with being consistent about stuff. I should watch Demon Slayer. I have watched Demon Slayer. Have I? I have watched Demon Slayer. Yes. Yes, I have. It was cool. It was cool. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Anyway, so, and I was thinking about it the other day. I was thinking about like why sometimes I am super consistent with things and why some other times I'm not. And I know this is a general problem a lot of people have. It's about staying consistent. Tanjiro. Leave me alone. My eyes, look at my eyes. My eyes are Demon Slayer eyes. You can't see them. Hold on. My eyes are Demon Slayer eyes. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Hold on. Oh, you can't see it. You're on my, hold on. You can't see it. Hold on. You can't really see it. It's not that. Hold on. Hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm messing up. Bear with me. Bear with me. My eyes are Demon Slayer eyes. Leave me alone. I know Demon Slayer. You can't see them, but they look like Demon Slayer eyes. They're literally like modeled after Demon Slayer like art style. All right, so I have watched it. I am very zoomed in. Very, very much zoomed in. How do I zoom myself out? And more. Tanjiro, yeah. I mean, I thought it was fun. I just didn't really. Oh, brother. I like Demon Slayer. I thought it was cool. It was a lot of fun. Where was I talking? Oh yes, consistency. I sometimes am very consistent with things, like what we're doing here, like what we're doing today. I have been gosh darn, I have been doing this kind of thing for about 8 months now. Haha. All right. Have you watched Chainsaw Man? You're derailing me. Yes, I have watched Chainsaw Man. What was I talking about? Consistency. Anyway. So, I believe I'm a pretty consistent person. I'm consistent in the things I talk about, I would like to think. I'm consistent in the ideas that I have, I'd like to think. But sometimes I feel like I'm not. And I know a lot of people struggle with consistency, and I never really understood why. I never really got it, because for me, you just kind of keep doing the thing. Although, I will say, sometimes I do struggle with this kind of thing, especially. All right. Yeah, that's great. Those are all Chainsaw Man characters. Yep, I agree. There you go. There you go. Yeah. All right. One of the problems I will say that kind of got me on this topic was especially the video creation. And like maybe this is like a problem. Maybe this isn't even a consistency problem. One of the problems I run into is, especially with this type of video creation and doing this kind of thing, you kind of need to consistently make the same type of video over and over and over. And the problem I've run into is that I just kind of get bored of those types of videos, which is why if you look at my YouTube channel, it's kind of all over the place, right? It kind of jumps from this thing to that thing to a bunch of different subjects. I never really remain too focused on a single thing at a time. And like, I don't know if that's just like a consistency issue or if it's like undiagnosed ADHD. Might be that. It might be that. I'm not going to rule that out. But all this being said, I was watching a video the other day on TikTok. YouTube Shorts. I didn't watch it the other day. I watched this actually a couple years ago, and it just kind of stuck in my head. I'm gonna show it here right now. This is a video of a guy. This is a video of a guy who studied, and I guess they still make videos about this. I don't know. But this is a video of them studying for 10 hours in a single day. So we're gonna watch that real
This
quick.
is day 76 of studying 10 hours every day. I woke up at
No,
3:30 a.m. and got 3 hours of studying from 4 to 7:50, wherein I studied math and
gosh darn
physics. Afterwards, I went to school to study another 6 hours,
Oh, yeah,
also
where is
focusing on the same
Oh, here it
subjects.
is.
Had my final test of the week.
Come on.
This is day 76 of studying 10 hours every day. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. and got 3 hours of studying from 4 to 7:50, wherein I studied math and physics. Afterwards, I went to school to study another
This
6
is
hours,
crazy.
also focusing on the same subjects. Had my final test of the week, which feels great. Happy to move on to other areas in physics. Then I finally got back home and took a short break, then studied the last 45 minutes of the day, finishing up a physics assignment. But yeah, that wraps the day up. I hope everyone else had a productive day as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Anyway, I thought that was kind of crazy. And I kind of have like a hard time wrapping my head around that kind of thing, because to me, I just can't like focus on something for that long. Now, is that, are you seeing some of that, guys? Yeah, okay, we've probably seen the same videos. But is the problem I have with that kind of thing a consistency issue? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess that's more of a dedication. Is it dedication? What's the difference between dedication and consistency? I guess dedication is more of a short-term thing. Consistency is more of a long-term thing, right? That makes sense. And so, and like this is one of the flaws I feel like I have, and like I wish but I don't really know how to work on, right? I don't really know how to just kind of lock in, right? And I don't really know how to like lock in for long periods of time. I mean, I guess I could do like an hour or maybe a couple hours. See, now the crazy thing is like I do it with video games. So like I don't really get what the difference is in how I'm able to like focus on a video game for hours, but I'm not able to focus on writing or reading. I don't know why like my mindset is so different from the two. It seems kind of strange. Name some anime vids you watch, please. I'm talking about this thing. Name some you watch. All right. I don't know. I don't really watch much anime anymore. I read webtoons. Anime takes too long to watch. It takes too long to watch, so I don't watch nearly as much anime as I used to. If anything, I watch isekai. Isekai is my favorite genre. That's all I really watch. Any like garbage, like super basic isekai. Oh, I spent 300 years. I spent 300 years killing slimes, and now I'm the max level. That's one of my favorite. I love it. Yeah, webtoons. I love webtoons. You watch some anime recaps? That's great. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy you love things. Keep doing that. Keep doing that, Terry. Keep doing that. Yeah, I love webtoons. I regularly read, like I try to every day. Sometimes it's like kind of getting harder to keep up with all the webtoons. I'll periodically just kind of drop some. All of them are like an hour. Oy, oy. Yeah, I'll try to keep up with all the webtoons, but sometimes it's a bit difficult. But this is what I mean. This is what I mean with the consistency kind of thing. I try to do it for like long periods of time. And like, you know, the thing, and like consistency is always on my mind. Cause like I go to work every day, but that's not really, I had somebody come into where I was working because they saw me working in my, you know, in where I was working. And they're like, you know, I see you here every day. And I'm like, well, yeah, I work here. But I'm not sure if that was like a, how do I say this? I don't know if that was like a, oh, you're just here every day, or if it was like, oh, you're showing up consistently. because I know there's a, and this was an older guy, so, you know. Oh, hold on. You're my. We're gonna go zoomed in. We're gonna go zoomed in mode. Hold on. I kind of think this is funny. Ah, haha. Yeah. So now I'm not too sure if this was like a, oh, you know, you're showing up every day. Oh, you're a hard worker, so you show up every day. I don't know. And I always kind of thought it was strange. Because it's like, well, you know, I'm showing up to work because, like, I work here. Like, I don't, like, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm going to be showing up to work every day. But I know there's a lot of people, and people that I've worked with, too, where they kind of have a hard time showing up to work every day. And, like, I don't really get that. And, like, does that mean I'm consistent with showing up to work? I don't think so. I mean, I just, you know what I mean? So like, I don't think I'm like inconsistent with that, but and like I do these streams every single, you know, for months and months and months now. I've been doing it every single day now for a handful of days. A handful of days isn't really that impressive. Fine. I've been doing, you know, streams for like 8 months now. So I guess that's kind of like 8 months, 2 times a week, like consistently. Same time, you know, but that's just because I can, right? I can do that, right? I can do that. So, you know, it's not, is that me being consistent, or is that me just, well, I'm just kind of here? You see that often in your classes, where people just don't show up. See, now that's something I don't get either. Hold on, you can't see my hands. Hold on. I'm gonna be honest, I used to have just like a static camera and not this. I love, my avatar, no. Oh no, I lost my thing. Hold on. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, I love being able to see my hands move. I move my hands so much when I'm talking. Aha. All right, we are shrunk down. Yeah, so like that's the thing too. Where people just kind of stop showing up to class, and it's like, I don't get that. I didn't go to college. That's going to be a topic eventually we're going to talk about. We're eventually going to talk about college, but I don't really get that, because it's like, you know, you're paying to go here, right? You're paying to go to the college. You're paying to get, you know, get the classes done. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't go, because like there's kind of that. There's another streamer that's singing for $4. Oh, that's great. I'm happy. I'm so happy for them. That's great. I hope, and he's that they're acting weird. Well, you know, that's okay. It's okay. People can act weird. Don't judge people. Don't judge people. How old are you again? I think 2,700. Yeah, I think 2,700 this year. So, you know, I'm an ice Oni. You know, I'm 2,700. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. I don't really get the whole going to school and not showing up for your classes. It doesn't really make sense to me. Is that a consistency issue, or is there like other things? Because to me, you know, there's kind of like, and the thing is with showing up to work too, there's kind of 27 years old. No, I'm 2,700. You forgot the 2 zeros. I'm not 27. You're 10. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be telling me this. You should not be here. I don't think you're allowed to be on this website if you're that young. Like, why are you telling me this? Yeah, it's like, I think if you were on Twitch, you would be banned from the website. Understand that. Understand that. Anyway, what was I saying? You're derailing me. JK. Yeah, all right. All right, all right. Okay, so the thing with work and with going to school and with other things as well. See, now there's like kind of larger forces that kind of force me, you know, work specifically, that I kind of have to go to work. You're 19. Ah, yes, I remember when I was 19 too. Yes, I remember that. Ah, yes, I remember that. Yes, yes, yes. All the websites thought I was 19 years old. Yes, yes. I was actually born in the 1900s. Yes, me too. I gotcha. There's like these like external factors that kind of force me to be like, well, I don't really gotta have a choice. I got rent due. I gotta buy food. I gotta pay for the electric bill, right? So it's like I can't just like not do this. Like I don't have a choice here. And so like with school too, if I'm dedicating years of my life and tens of thousands of dollars, 50, 60,000 on average. Yeah, 60,000 on average dollars in potentially student loans or whatever kind of other things I can get to do this. Why would I skip out on it? Now, I will say, you know, yes, I did say I'm 2,700 years old. I will say to someone who's a bit younger, someone who's like 18 or 19 or maybe even 17, you know, I can understand where you know, they're going to college not because they really want to, but more because like, especially if they're in the United States, they're kind of pushed into doing it. Right. And so I can understand where the unwillingness to kind of go into class every day would come from. But you know, still like, right. I mean, cause there's still other things and there's like bigger goals that you're trying to like accomplish and trying to do, that requires this level of consistency. But like, you know, I still wonder, going back on myself, you know, making this about me again, I wonder, you know, why do I sometimes feel like I'm inconsistent? Or why do I feel like I'm more consistent than other people? And I'm still not really too sure about that, because like what I do on the day to day, to me, you know, I would call it being pretty consistent. But then there's other times where I'm like, I just don't want to be. I don't know, maybe it just ebbs and flows with my mood, and maybe it's burnout. Yes, burnout, seasonal depression. That might be part of it. I go up and down on, you know, every business quarter. I'll get like severely depressed. You know, I mean, it's typical, right? It all happens to us, right? We all just get, you know, extremely depressed at least 3 to 4 times a year. That's just what that's what happens for everybody, right? Right? All right. Yeah, there's no answers. Okay. All right. It's just me. All right. And that's that. Do I have anything else to say? I don't think I have anything else to say. To me, yeah. Okay. To me. Oh, okay. All right. It's just me. I gotcha. It's okay. It's all right. I mean, yeah. See, now I'm the weird one. I get it. See, people call me weird all the time. And when they call me weird, you know what I say? Thank you. What else am I supposed to say to that? What else am I supposed to say? Am I bad for saying that? Yeah, you should be. I don't know what you're saying. Anyway, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Consistency. It's an ever-evolving topic in my mind. I keep thinking about it. We'll come back to it eventually again once I have more to say about it. They call me weird. I don't know. It's just how I am. It's my natural state of being. That's why they call me weird. Just how it is. I don't worry about it. You see me? Look at me. Look at what I'm doing. Don't you think this is a little abnormal? I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. uh, uh, um, anyway. I don't think I have anything else to say on that. You don't think I'm weird? You just haven't known me long enough. That's why. Yeah. All right, I think final thing is 2 points. 2 points. I see people who look like that sometimes. Yes. 2 things. And 1 thing. I have nothing else to say on consistent. Tomorrow, I think we're all weird in our own way. You make a good point, Lucy. You make a good point. And that's what makes everybody special. And that's what makes everybody unique. And that's why humanity is, for the most part, beautiful. It's not that you're just... It's not that you're just not weird. Again, you haven't known me long enough. You haven't known me long enough. That's it. That's it. That's it. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing a stream. We're not going to be on TikTok. We're not going to be on YouTube Shorts. We're going to be live on YouTube. We're going to be doing a more longer form stream on Fridays. My goal is, or what I want to do on Fridays is they're going to be more kind of longer form streams. We're going to be playing games and we're just going to be hanging out. We're not going to be really talking about any topic in particular, but rather than 30 minutes, we're going to be going for a couple hours. I think we're going to go for probably 3 hours tomorrow. So we'll go from 9 p.m. to about midnight. We're going to be playing a game and we're going to be doing that. It's going to be on the YouTube. And we're going to be trying to do that stuff on Fridays. We're going to be doing other collabs and stuff. I'm going to try to do collabs on Fridays as well. Talking with other VTubers and all that, meeting other characters. I have met quite a few characters that are quite entertaining, and we'll, at some point in time, we will have other people on. Okay, it's 9:38. We are 8 minutes past because I keep getting derailed, but that's okay. That's okay. This is great. I appreciate everybody showing up. Thank you for chatting with me, and giving me something to giving me someone to talk to. Anyway, with that being said, we're done here. I'll be back tomorrow, 9 o'clock, same time, same place on YouTube. I'll be on Twitch, and you have a good day too, Lucy. I hope you had a good day today, and I hope you have a good day tomorrow. If you show up, you show up. Otherwise, my name's Snowy Lotus. Thank you for joining me, and as always, see ya. Bye bye.